Hi, my name is Sheila Cruz, and for the Movement Makers Challenge of the month of November, we're going to talk about resilience. Resilience is very, very close to my heart. Unfortunately, or should I say, fortunately, I have a lot of experience with resilience, and I'm going to share with you one of my experiences. About 25 years ago, I was pregnant with my son, and in the fourth month of the pregnancy, I was already experiencing pain. And back then, I was young and vibrant and very sporty and active, and I couldn't sit, lay down, stand, or walk without experiencing pain. So basically, in every possible position, I was in pain. And when you're pregnant, you can't take any painkillers. So I was in pain 24/7. And I was focused on, okay, by the time I deliver the baby, I will be rid of this pain. But I wasn't. It might even have gotten worse. And I thought that I would recover once I gave birth. But that didn't happen either. Um, so I went to a specialist and he told me I only had 25% of the muscle strength that one needs to live. So that's not 25% of the muscle strength one needs to exercise to live. So basically, I became kind of a vegetable, a plant. I was a vegetable, I mean a plant. Um, and I had to regain my muscle strength. And since I've always been very active and I've always exercised a lot, that was not too big of a challenge. So I got my muscles cracking and I regained my muscle strength quite easily. But also, as the doctor predicted, I could regain muscle strength, but that would not necessarily mean that the pain would subside. And so it happened. I regained muscle strength, but I was still in pain 24/7. So the doctor told me that I should accept the pain and that I'd probably never walk again, not like normal people do. And I was 30 years old. I had a 3-year-old and a baby, and I wasn't having it. It's like, yeah, maybe that's an acceptable future plan for someone else, but it's not mine. I have to find a way. And it took me about 7 years of experimenting on myself and finding a way to control the pain, to diminish the pain to an acceptable level. And 7 years, I can tell you, is quite a long time to be in pain almost every day, or almost continuously every day. So I figured out that the cause of all this was my hormones. My hormones felt like I have to give birth to a baby. My hormones still think I have to give birth to a baby, even though my son is 25 years old. And therefore, they make my whole pelvic region flexible so the baby can pass. But there is no baby anymore. So I figured out that if my hormones probably think and work like that for the rest of my life, then maybe I should find another way to gain strength in that region of my body. And that would be muscle strength. which would mean that I would need to go to the gym for the rest of my life to create muscles that strong that they would hold my pelvic area together, where uh, the hormones weaken it. So, uh, but I was able to go to the gym 2 weeks in a row, and then I would be in so much pain that I couldn't go for 2 weeks. And so I was going up and down and up and down, and it wasn't really improving until I found a way to control the pain more, which was acupuncture, which was horrible. It was very effective. I would advise it anyone, but every needle felt like a samurai sword through my body. I was in excruciating pain, and I did it every day for weeks in a row, not knowing if it would actually cure me. But by then I was desperate. I was in pain for years already. And in my mind, I had set a goal. And the goal was to become a sports instructor. Because if I had to go to the gym for the rest of my life to create enough muscle strength in my pelvic area, then I might as well go to the gym to collect money instead of to pay money to become a member. So I did. So when I finally had enough acupuncture treatments to diminish the pain, I became a sports instructor. And the pain is to an acceptable level now. I can still treat it with painkillers, which are, it's not that aggressive, that it will hurt my stomach because I don't have to take them every day. And it's a joy for me to teach Zumba classes. So it all worked out fine. That's my personal resilience story. And I'm sharing this with you because I think resilience is very important. Resilience basically is the other flip side of the coin of change. And change is life. There is no life without change. We evolve as humans from a baby to an adult. And for instance, when a baby is born, a baby can't walk. And on average, a baby, toddler, falls about 200 times. Can you imagine now failing at anything 200 times before succeeding? Because when we're small, we're okay with failing, falling, whatever it is. It's when we grow up that we have this expectancy that we should be successful at anything at the first go. But it doesn't work like that. There is a learning curve or just an experience that you need to go through. So change is okay. And when we focus on resilience, I think it has two sides. Back to the coin, two sides. One side is the setback, the other side is the comeback. And the setback is like a catapult, it's pulling you back. And it's usually in the form of loss. You lose your job, lose the life you were used to due to COVID, or lose someone you love, lose money. There is loss in so many ways. And we perceive that as negative. And it's okay to grieve, because if you lost someone, why shouldn't you grieve? If you lost your job, why shouldn't you grieve the loss of your job? So, back to the analogs, you could see it as a trampoline. The loss is going downward, or as a catapult, the loss is going backward. In any case, it has impact on your life. When we go to the comeback, that has upward movement. You go down on the loss, and the deeper this you go down, the higher you can come up. You can move forward. The more you are pulled backwards, the further forward you'll be thrusted into new opportunities, and you will gain upward momentum from the downward movement from the setback. So every change is okay if you can find the way to thrust yourself into the new opportunity. And that is all in your mindset. It's all in your mind to figure out how to use any setback into the biggest comeback. That's what I wish for you. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.